What is going on out there, good people? It is your boy LMD with LMD Trading. Just sitting back down at the desk. Got about 10 minutes before the market reopens. And as promised, I said I wanted to see what the market had did at 5 o'clock, mark some new areas up on my chart, and see what we can see. So we're going to do that. I'm going to actually go out to the hourly right now, and we're going to start with the hourly. I readjusted my charts. I got the 1 minute here, the 5 minute here, which used to be over here, and I put the 15. I did that so both the 1 and the 5 minute is directly in my line of sight. I don't have to try to look up and to the right, because I'm normally wanting to see what the 1 and the 5 minute is doing. So we have 10 minutes left. So let's go ahead. Let's get marking. I'm going to start at the highest time frame. That's the hourly. I'm going to start from this area here, and I'm going to use that point right there. We're getting these areas here touching. I'm going to bring this up, and I am going to use that area right there. For here, I'm looking at this midline. I'm getting these points touching coming down through there. So that's going to be a good line. I'm going to change this color. Let's go with a dark green. I'm going to make that a thick line. And that's going to be my hourly. Next, I'm going to come up to the 15, and I'm going to see what I see on the 15. On the 15, I have two. I have an up channel. I can come from this point right here, and I could take that up through those areas right there. And then I'll bring this up. Some people would want to come all the way up to the top. I want to work with where I'm at right now. So if I use this point right here, check out the midline, and you can see the midline is touching down through there. 15 minute, I always make like a cyan color. So I'm going to have to go more. I'm going to go third from the bottom. Actually, I'm going to go, let's make that a little bit brighter. Let's go 4. And again, we're going to make that thick. We'll make that thick. We'll remember that that was 4 from the bottom. That's my magenta, or that's my 15 minute. Look at where we're at, just below it. So now we're kind of dialing this thing in. Now let's come to the 5 minute. And on the 5 minute, what was sticking out to me, we're in a cone. I already have the 15 minute that's catching this area. But then if you go from this point right here, and I take that down, that's my 5 minute. And on this one, I will come down to the base because in the middle it's catching. And this one, it's going to be the same color as that other cyan that's not in play right now. I could delete that one, but I still want to be able to see it. So you see that one there? This is my current 5 minute channel. I don't need to draw an uptrend because the 15 is catching it. And now let's look at the 1 minute that has all of that going. Let's see what that is. That is the, I really don't like that color because it's kind of clashing. Let's see. Let's try to find a better color that would work. I'm going to go with this kind of orangish color. So that's almost dead center, dead center. Yeah, let's go with that one. There we go. Just so it's not, it almost looked black. So now I have everything marked. Everything is marked. It looks jumbled. Really looks jumbled on the 5. It really looks jumbled on the hourly. Really looks jumbled on the 15. But come over to what I'm actually trading. And that's what I want to see. So watch this, y'all. Remember, This one here is our 5 minute, and that's more of a brown. So I start getting picky. I want to go with that color. I want that to be like a magenta. There we go. Almost like a purplish. There we go. So that's my 5 minute right there. So let's check it out. If this thing opens here, it has to get above that. And it has that room there. Or we can go down. Let's back it out a little bit. I'm not going to put any 1 minute levels on there because it's coning. Low, higher, low. High, lower, high. It's in a cone. So that instantly tells me this is going to break one way or the other. It's going to break. I'll show you, and then I'm going to delete them. I'm not going to do channels. I'm going to do just trend lines. That and that. That's where the market is right now. It's in a cone. It does that right at the close. You know the saying, pressure makes a pipe burst. There is no exit over here. It's pressure building up. It has to go one way. I highly doubt the market will just open and kind of just inch along till there's nowhere to go and then go. It's about to go one way or the other. It's going to go down or it's going to go up. Now, trying to guess what direction it's going to go, it's not very smart. So we'll let the market tell us what it's going to do. Give me 1 sec because my phone wants to ring. I'm going to put it on silent. It never fails. Whenever I sit down to make a video, it always wants to ring. All right. Back in business. We got 3 minutes. As you can see, I have a setup laid out here. This is TOS. This is Profitrade. This is where I take my trades from. That's over on my left-hand screen. It's not actually on this screen that you're looking at. I just have it blocking my hourly chart. So when I was marking the hourly, you weren't seeing that. There's the hourly right there. It's just on top of it. But yeah, we got 3 minutes left. I am already over the limit that I need to get a payout. I just need to take one more trade. That's what I'm hoping to do. It's going to be a well-educated trade. I'm going to tell you what I wouldn't mind seeing. This thing gapping up over this midline and kind of holding right there. That's a good play. Anything down to the bottom, it needs to gap out of the down channel. Oh, I'm sorry. It needs to gap down out of the up channel. And then it has room to VWAP and it has room to the midline for the 5 minute. But yeah, that's what I want to see. Anything else, if it just like hiccups and then just kind of moves around in there, I could take a trade just to get my trade in, but I don't really want to do that. I would like to take a good trade that can make me some money. But like I said, the only thing that I'm focused on now is my 1 minute chart, because all other time frames have it. And so I can come here. Let's go there. And now I don't have to see all of that junk that's on that chart. If I wanted to do that, and I'll keep it clean like that. Because like I said, everything that I want to see is up there. I don't need to put any new markings on the chart. Let's see what happens, y'all. Probably give it about 5 minutes to see if it wants to shake and move. 30 seconds left. Hope y'all had a good day out there in the market. Hopefully y'all had a good day. But let's see what she wants to do. 5 minute, it's in a downtrend because it's red. So that means that the fast moving average has crossed below. 1 minute is green. That means that the 10 crossed above the 20. And here we go. Market just opened. There's the gap up. What did I tell you? I want to see it gap up and hold over that. And I hate when this does that. When the market opens, it kind of gets jiggy. But let's see. Look at those levels. This is why I mark my levels. It came right up to the midline, and now it's coming back down. Can't take that long because you're going to get trapped. It's making the move down to the low side. So let's see what it's going to do. Let's see what it's going to do. But that's the whole point of marking levels out. And I don't want to just haphazardly go long right here because this could just flush all the way out. Don't want to just haphazardly go short and try to play this down because it could just spike back up again. But what I want to do is see, and then I'm going to come over here and get my order ready. I'm short. Did you see that? I took that short. And now watch this, y'all. And that was a little premature. Good Lord, that was premature. Look how that closed. That's that, like, just kind of wickamaroo you in. So I'm going to watch this. And I might just flatten up out of that. I might not. I might stay in it. But let's see. I'm only down $8 right now. I'm willing to risk $30 on this trade. I want to see it. If it'll come back down and break that, I'll add one more to it. But that was a little early. Look at that gap up. That's not really what I wanted to see. This is what they call a 3-bar play forming. If that breaks, so watch this. I'm going to put my stop right there. That's risking $13. If that breaks the high of that candle, I'm going to just stop out and I will be done. That's going to be my one trade and it'll be a red trade. But yeah, I got in that a little too soon, y'all. I should have let this candle close and then go down for the break. So I jumped in that quite early, but I still have faith in the trade. Target would be like 610 right here. Target would be 610. So I'm going to show you how I would put my target there. You want to see that hand so you can move that up. And then I would take my take profit and I would put it right there. This is basically a 1-to-1 trade. Notice it closed below the line. I just need to see it break below that. Need to see it get below 17 to really turn into a good trade. So we're just going to watch and see what it does. But like I said, I want to see that flush happen. If this breaks that level and it doesn't hold, I would just take my stop to break even. See how it just kind of popped down there? I need to see that snap on down. Need to see it. And let's see, we got 15 seconds. Bull's not wanting to give it up so easy. It's still below it though. We're still below it. Let's see what happens. Like I said, I'll lose $13. No biggie. Not gonna hammer in on nothing like this because it's not, I'm not 100% biased on the trade. And like I said, I got in a little early. I jumped in this a little early. I shot the gun a little bit too fast. 25 is just above this moving average. So my stop is in a good spot. This can kind of come back up just a little bit and flush back out, I could probably take that up. I'm gonna move it to 26. I put it right there, 25.57. It only increased my risk by another $1 because that's where it can kind of wick me out and keep going. But I'm good with that stop out. You punk. Look at that. Look at that. It's coming back down. And then I exit that because it didn't give me a bracket. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Guess what, y'all? Y'all get to see me going full goddamn tilt. We're going to put the stop right there. This is coming down, y'all. This is coming down. This is going to come down to 10. And what I'll do here is I'll go 10 contracts. And I'm going to put it right here to get me out of the bulk of the position right there. Watch this flush out. I'll get rid of the 11. That'll keep one open for me. That'll keep that one contract open. Notice I was up, but it's still showing negative. That's that freaking slippage that you get or spread. All right, I'm out of the trade. Made 43 bucks on that move down. Now I'm gonna put my stop right there. I'm gonna lose $3 on this. And when I said y'all see me going full tilt, I was just messing around. When that pushed back down, I knew that was coming down. That's when I'll hammer in. That's when I will hammer in. That's when I'll take. Notice it got me out right there. Lock that profit in. I'm up 43 bucks right now. And I'm risking $3. At the worst, I'm gonna make 40 bucks on this trade. That's after losing the 14 on the initial trade. And I'm giving myself this one contract to actually try to do something. But I'm not gonna put on no unnecessary risk. Excuse me. And like I said, I'll be done. I'm done. I'm not taking no more trades.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
So what are we? We are 7 minutes in. There's the move. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Like I said, target is about 9, 10. Let's see what that would be. Let's go to 10. Let's go right there. So I'd make 13 bucks on that if that comes down to right there. I can expect it to bounce off of that midline. Now I'm gonna move this down and I'm gonna just I don't want to take that one. I'm gonna take my stop and just move it down. Remember we was risking $3 on this trade. I'm up 7, so I'm up like 2-1. And now this is when you hear me say I'm chasing. All right, I'm out. I'll get rid of that one. Up 50 bucks. 52,789. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm kind of upset with this initial trade because I put my stop at like 625.75. I really should have had that at 626 and I would not have stopped out of that first trade. But once this made that move back down, we'll come over to the TOS chart. Once this made the move back down, I had conviction. I had conviction that this was going to flush out. Notice I chased my stop, so now I'm not worried about this. This would have had me stopped out now. That's why I can deal with it. Look, come over here on TOS's chart. That moving average, that's what it keeps rejecting. This is going to come down to here. I say it is, but we don't never know what the market is going to do. But that's where I would expect it to bounce. And that's expectation, y'all. That's the expectation of trading these levels. I'm laughing at myself because I said y'all was going to get to see me go on tilt. And now I'm sure somebody is over there like, he went on tilt. Nah, when that broke, I'm all in to the low side. When I got in over here, this was early. I knew this would come up, had my stop just a hair bit too tight. I would have added right here on that initial position. When this came up and did that, I would have added right here. So I would have been adding to this green trade, and look at this thing go. Look at it go. Let's do that. Let's back it out. Yeah, it's got room down. See, it has to get through the whole number. Something that can affect your trade. That's not something that I had put in the book, but whole numbers, quarter numbers, half numbers, they can affect your trade. 625, 650, 675. Those half numbers can affect your trade. So this, come on down to 600, it's going to kind of reject, or not reject, but kind of find smoke. And then if it breaks that, look where the base is at. Let's see what it does right here. Let's see what kind of fight it wants to have at the midline. Let us see if it gets back over. And then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wrap this up because that's my one and done. I could wait till tomorrow and risk this $50 to possibly make $100. But I don't know. I'm going to see how I feel. But let's see. That's setting up 10 seconds. It's setting up the flush. Clock is up here on TOS. That close below it. Let's see if it breaks the low. Instead, call it 602.50. Let's see if it can break the low of that and give a quick little flush. You notice how the candle I was in flushed out and back up. That's kind of what I would expect that to do. This is where I'll come out to my 5-minute on the lower chart and kind of look and see. Look, there's a level there. We're below that. There's another one right there. We're below that. So as long as this can stay below those levels, this thing can flush on out. But notice how it just died. Look at the volume. It just died. No volume at all. So definitely would be a time that I'm going to go ahead and sit on my hands. Still expecting that flush out though. Oh, and I'm wondering why these charts. There we go. Now you can see the volume. See how the volume is tapering down? I want to see the volume start tapering back up. And that's how I kind of read volume. Tapers down, tapers up, tapers down. I want to see that move back up. Look at that. So we getting to the point to where I say pressure make a pipe bust. Like this volume, it only has a little bit of room to stay below this one. Otherwise, it's going to break this one. And I expect to start seeing the next volume candle be a little higher, and then the next one be a little higher. And it kind of makes a bowl. You kind of get that bowl forming. Bring it out a little bit. You can see, I can highlight it. 131 was in this candle, 128, 131. So just 3 more contracts were sold. Very small, but it is a little bit more volume in there. Notice took it right back up to the midline. So this candle closes above it. It can go, but you got these moving averages right above it. You have VWAP right above it. I keep saying that I'm going to change the color of VWAP. try to make it a little darker. You still lose it coming through the moving average, but yeah, you have VWAP right there as well. So let's see what's about to happen here. I'm not taking any more trades regardless of what's happening. Alexa, set thermostat to 75.
The AC is set to 70.
I didn't say 70, but I'll take it. It's a little warm up in here. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 58 degrees. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No. Yeah, let's see. This is bear flaggy, y'all. Higher lows, even highs. Break the lows, flush out. That's a setup that some people trade, not one that I really trade. Let's come down and look at the 5 minute though. Again, you always want to be looking at your multiple time frames. Wide range. You got this narrow range that broke just a little below. Would have wanted to seen this wick even with that wick right there. And you could possibly take that 5 minute 3-bar play. Range on this candle is only 6.75. That would be a 7-point stop. If it broke the low of that candle, you put your stop on the high side of it. It's only a 7-point stop on one contract, one MNQ contract. You're only risking $14. Not bad risk. You hammer in with 10 of them, now you're risking $140. And you notice when I went in with 11. Remember how I said over here I was already in one and I would have added. I would have slammed in on this move right here. And that's why I end up with that 11 because that's my one plus that add-on. But yeah, we're going to wrap this video up right here. Just kind of showing me trading at 6 p.m. open. Somewhat lackluster, but the good thing is you got to see that it basically did what I kind of thought it would do. It moved up to these levels. Came up to the up channel midline, flushed back down below it. Next candle kind of peekabooed and then went back up. And that's why I say I got in a little early. I would have wanted to see this candle stay heavy. I'll be curious when I go back to watch the video to see how much time was in that candle. Guaranteed I got in that candle probably in the first 30 seconds. Not good. I need to be getting in that candle like the last 10 seconds. And look at that. Came down, didn't break these lows. Now it's making that move back up. But thanks for checking me out. We are going to request that payout here shortly. Actually, give me 1 sec. Let me see something. All right, I'm back. Just want to make sure we wasn't going to pull up nothing I ain't really want to be seen. But yeah, we're at 7 days now. It hasn't highlighted this because now this day needs to close. Today needs to close out, which will be tomorrow at 5 o'clock. But profit target 2,600. We're over that 2,790. Payout frequency 7 days. We've met the $182 a day for 4 days. We've met that. Now they're showing that I'm gonna get 90% of $189. So I could take pretty much all of that and then 50% of anything else. So I got it now. So if I'm up $1,000 over here, I could take 90% of the $1,000 and then 50% going into my threshold. Interesting. Okay. All right. Somewhat little better understanding, I think. But on that note, I'm going to wrap this one up. We had it for 30 minutes. Thanks for checking me out. As always, if you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. You notice we tapping out up here at VWAP right now. tapping out at VWAP. So again, I would just watch my areas. We get over VWAP, this can make a move back up to the base of the 5-minute channel, but these are all areas that can affect the trade once I'm in the trade. All right, I'm out. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Like I said, I may risk this $50, see what I can do with it tomorrow. All right, peace.